What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Awesome Nerd Show. Today we're looking at the Masters of the Universe Origins Wave 6 figures. So in this wave, we have the Eternian Goddess, which is just a recolor version of Tila. Then we have Stinkor, Webstor, and then the Lords of Power version of Beastman. So all of these look really cool. Again, another wave where we get mostly all bad characters, and then we have one good one. But our bad characters are pretty cool. If Stinkor and Webstor are two evil characters I like a lot. And then getting another Lords of Power figure with Beastman here, which is going to be cool. So all of these figures look really awesome, and I'm excited to check them out. So let me get them open out of the box. We'll have to, of course, take a smell of Stinkor since he's supposed to have a smell to him. So hopefully he doesn't smell too bad, but hopefully I can describe the smell to you. But yeah, I'll get them open out of the box and we'll take a look at them together. So let's start off with the Eternian Goddess, which is a deity tasked with maintaining the natural order and protecting Castle Grayskull. And she's the one that gives He-Man his weapons and armor. But we see she was reinvented as Tila Na, the sorceress of Castle Grayskull, for the animated series. So the sorceress we've had before, you know, with like the Hulk design. And this version ended up becoming just the Goddess, which is now an evolved version of Tila, as the new sorceress with just green skin. So we've pretty much had this figure before with the Tila, as I'll show you here, but it's pretty much just her again, just with all green skin this time. Has a pretty similar design with the Cobra mask on that we got with Tila as well. So you can see the Cobra design there, and underneath it just Tila itself. So we can actually just pop this off. So you can slide it off there and just see Tila itself. So it looks pretty good, you know, just pretty much just like Tila though. Just all green, but her outfit's a different color. So her hair and crown are pretty much exactly the same, just with the red hair and the gold crown. But as you can see, just all green skin. So it's all green skin. And then her outfit's now a green and light blue color, has light blue bands, some silver bands on her wrist, and her shoes are a light brown, like red color with some silver at the top of them. So overall, there's not much to her. Like I said, pretty much is just Tila, and we can bring in that older Tila here with the outfit on stuff, but it's pretty much the exact same figure. Obviously just painted green, and then they changed the outfit colors to match what the Eternian Goddess should be. So not really much to her, it's just another version of Tila. But we can do her movements, so the head can twist all the way around, look down that far and up that far, so not bad. Shoulders can come up to 90 and rotate all the way around. We get the single elbow joint that bends to 90 with some rotation in there, and the wrist can twist around and flex back and forth. Twist all the way around at the waist. Hips can come up that far out to the side there. Single knee joint that bends back maybe close to 90 and has some rotation in it, as well as rotating all the way around at the top of the boot. And the foot flexes back and forth and twists side to side. So nothing new once again, and all the Masters figures have pretty much the exact same movement, just the thinner joints and stuff on the females. But as shown, she does come with the Cobra mask that I had on her, so we can just pop this back on pretty easily. You just stick it over her hair there to hold it on, and then just buckle the belt here in the back. So there's the Cobra mask on, and just like the other one, she comes with the same shield that the old Tila had. So we have this shield we can pop into her hand. So there's the shield, and then she also has the Cobra staff there with the Cobra head design, so we can put this in her other hand. So there's the Eternian Goddess. Now again, just a repainted version of Tila. So nothing real special about her. It's supposed to be a different character or representation, but again, it's not a necessary figure unless you just want to have the goddess version of Tila. But either way, it looks cool, just not necessary. And then we got Stinkor, which is a humanoid skunk with the power to release a toxic odor that renders foes immobile. And so he does have a smell to him. It's not much of a smell. It's just like a really strong plastic smell is all it is. Like the other figures don't have pretty much any smell to him at all, but he just pretty much has a really strong plastic smell. Like when I smell, I immediately think of old plastic toys. So he doesn't really have much of a bad smell to him. It's just a different smell. Like I said, the other ones don't smell at all. So he has a smell to him, just nothing bad or whatever. But he looks pretty cool. So he's a humanoid skunk. So he's got the skunk design, and it's pretty much a repaint of Merman. So he has Merman's head there, just repainted. So he's got like what's supposed to be the ears now with the black and white fur design for the skunks, you know, white on top of the black. And overall, there's his face design with the yellow eyes and some white around it. But like I said, otherwise, he's got Merman's face, and then the standard Master's body. So he's got the all muscled body again with the white painted on the black for this fur. Then he's got the underwear piece with the orange fur and the darker orange sort of red belt, and that matches with the gloves designs as well. And then he's got the Skeletor type feet on there in orange, all black body once again. But then he's just got this big armor piece up on his body with a piece there that I assume was supposed to cover his mouth or protect from the smells and stuff. Not exactly sure if even he doesn't like his own smell, but just got this piece that covers the front of his face there. So just this big armor piece on him. But either way, he looks really cool. It's another nice design for Stinkor. But we can do his movements, so his head can twist all the way around, look down that far and up that far. It's not the best movements, but he can look down pretty decently. Shoulders up 90 and rotate all the way around. We get the single elbow joint that bends to about 90 with rotation, and the wrist can twist around and flex back and forth. twist all the way around at the waist, hips up a little bit out to the side that far, single knee joint back to maybe 90 with some rotation in it, and then we get shin twist at the top of the boot with the foot that flexes back and forth and twists side to side. So your standard origins once again, and the only accessory he comes with is his blue shield. So this blue will stand out against the orange really well, so we can just take the shield and slide it onto his hand. There, it's easier to get it on his right hand. So there's Stinkor, very classic looking with the black and white design, and then the orange outfit with the blue shield. This looks very classic for him, so very cool design for Stinkor. And next up, we've got Webstor, which is a humanoid spider that is a stealthy thief with a backpack containing a rope and grappling hook to scale walls and escape from traps. So he looks cool here, and Webstor's not a character I've dealt with in Origins or Masterverse, so he looks really cool, just an all blue figure, but he's got the head that's, I guess, supposed to be spider-like, so he's got the multiple red eyes there like spider and the different fangs and a little like pig nose design, but he's got like the spikes all over the top of his head and like the bat-like gear, so it looks pretty weird there. And then the all blue body, so again, your standard Master's body, pretty much the exact same body as Stinkor, but it's just all blue this time, black fur underwear with an orange belt, and then almost black or really dark purple boots, and then same color harness piece around his chest with what's supposed to be like a black widow design for, you know, spiders and stuff there. So that looks pretty cool just overall. And then as mentioned, he has this backpack attached into it with the grappling hook and rope and stuff, and I'll kind of show you how that works. It's kind of annoying just how much it like hangs around here if I try to always hook it up on here so it's not just flapping around, but overall I think he looks pretty cool. So for movements, head twist all the way around. You can look down that far and up that far, so not bad. Once again, shoulders up to 90 and rotate all the way around. We get the single elbow joint that bends to 90 with the rotation, and then the wrist can twist around and flex back and forth. Twist all the way around at the waist. Hips come up a little out to the side there. Single knee joint to 90 with some rotation. Shin twist all the way around at the top, and then the foot flexes back and forth and twists side to side. And so as you saw it there, flopping all around was the grappling hook piece. So you get this long string piece here that kind of is just the way it is. Like, you don't really get much any like shortness to it or anything. It's just this string with the grappling hook on there, and we have this piece at the bottom that you can pull onto. So again, I don't know how well it works, but you can pull on the bottom and he'll kind of like slide, but he gets stuck at a certain point, so I don't know what it is, but you can kind of slide him back and forth. So I try to like take the grapple and like hook it up somewhere, and if you pull and string, he moves up, but then eventually he gets about that far and he just stops, so we kind of lose it there. And so you have to kind of get the rope all taut and shaked around and stuff, and then he'll eventually move up more, but he slides back and forth pretty easily. So not a bad figure. I like this design and stuff. It's just kind of annoying that this is always on him. Like, you'd have to completely pop off this chest plate and stuff to not have this on him, but it's just an annoying thing that we now have to deal with all this rope and everything. But you can kind of wrap it around the backpack, and then I kind of hook it around there, or we can just do the easy thing and take the grappling hook and stick it into his hand here. So there you can just stick the grappling hook in his hand, or he comes with a gun as well, so we get this orange gun. And so if we don't want to have the hook, we can just replace it and put the gun in his hand. So there is that orange gun there. So either way, it's pretty cool. I like the grappling hook and the whole design of sliding back and forth. I just, like I said, hate that it's this annoying thing that's always got to be on his back, but he looks cool. I like the blue collar, especially with the orange details, and then like the purple and stuff just stands out a lot. So this is a pretty cool figure and character I didn't really know much about. And then finally, we have the Lords of Power version of Beastman. If you don't know, the Lords of Power is just prototype sculpts based on original promotional material. So this is what Beastman was supposed to look like, was this design here. But of course, they switched him up and made him look like he did in the show, which we have this origin figure here, if you know why he turned into. So you can see some similarities between the two. And I know with the new Eternian Masterverse version, it took a lot of inspiration from this with like the big shoulder pieces and stuff and that design. So I like how you can see the design from the promotional material like this that went into like the new Eternian stuff. But here we have our normal Beastman, of course, what he looks like. But I do really like this design. I just wish he came with the whip. He doesn't come with any accessories, just his outfit design. But just take that whip from the other Beastman and add to this one, and it would be a pretty cool figure, because I think this looks much more intimidating. But he looks pretty cool, like I said, with this sort of like red color body instead of the orange. So it's got this all red tint, but then he's got the big gold harness with the spikes up on it, and then the belt around his waist as well with the star design with the blue, and the same there up on the harness. And then he's got these pieces on his hands with like the little claws coming out, so almost like Wolverine claws there, which is cool. And then just the overall design is pretty awesome for him. I like his face, so it's much more like monkeyish or whatever with the big teeth, and then the nose and head design stuff with the blue around the eyes, so it almost looks like a mandrill or something. But just pretty cool design just overall for this. So for moments the head can twist, it's hard to get all the way around. Yeah, in there you can't really go too farther than that, so you just gotta stay there. But you can look down that far, pretty much just chin hitting the chest, and then up that far. So just some movements in there. Shoulders up to 90, and I'm sure you can get it to rotate around, but of course with this piece it's in the way. way. So just twist there, but the single elbow joint bends to 90 with rotation. And then the wrist can twist around hard with the like claw piece there. Twist around and rock back and forth. Twist all the way around at the waist. Hips up a little out to the side there. Single knee joint back to 90 with rotation. Shin twist. And then the foot flex back and forth and twist side to side. So standard MOTU, but just has a really cool design with this different version of Beastman that, like I said, I like a lot. Only thing missing is the whip, so we could just take the whip from the other one and pop it into his hand if we want to make it more like that Beastman now. And I think that there looks really cool because I really like this design overall. I wish Beastman sort of looked more like this, at least figure wise, because I think this figure is just so ugly with the face design stuff, where this one I actually really like. So either way, this is a really cool Beastman. Like I said, it's not how he appears, but it's a nice alternative version to have of him. But that's going to be it for our Masters of the Universe Origins Wave 6 figures, where we had the Eternian Goddess, Stinkor, Webstor, and the Lords of Power version of Beastman. So all these figures are pretty cool. Got some pretty good figures of Stinkor and Webstor. I really like those. Like I said, Goddess is not really that important, just if you want this different version of Tila. And then, like I said, the Lords of Power Beastman is really cool. I really like that figure. But let me know what you thought of these figures down in the comments. And if you enjoyed my review, let me know with a thumbs up. I want to thank y'all for watching. I hope you all stay awesome out there, and I'll see you in our next review.